This is day 2 of my trip down to the Wilderness Riders Buffalo Ranch and Adventure Park. I went down by myself to check it out. My wife wasn't able to get off of work. They have several gates that you can go through. They just ask that if the gates close when you come to it, to make sure you close it after you pass. They do have some areas that have some cattle, and they also have a herd of buffalo. So just make sure you close the gate after you go through. The first place they give you a paper map, and it has points of interest, rock overlooks, waterfalls, places to go find. So I was headed to the Indian shelter, and the trail going to it was rated double black diamond. I didn't have my camera running when I went on the hardest part of it, but it wasn't that bad. Most people would be able to do it okay. And that's it up ahead. Here's they call it the Indian shelter. And if you look at any YouTube videos, everybody pulls their rides up under there and takes pictures. So I had to be the same as everybody else, so I pulled in there and took some pictures. I went down for 2 days, on a Monday and a Tuesday, and the Monday it rained almost the whole time. Tuesday, which is this day, rained just a little bit in the morning, and then it cleared off and didn't rain anymore. And I had the whole place to myself. There was nobody down there. When I got down there on Sunday evening, I went ahead and paid for the 2 days and signed my waiver. The place was packed, so on the weekends this place was really busy, but at least when I was there on a Monday and Tuesday, I don't think there was another soul there riding but me. Of course, Monday it was raining all day, so I was the only one silly enough to go out there and ride all day, but I had a good time. I think I prefer that than the dust. But this is the trail going out from the Indian shelter, and you can see it isn't too bad. And there were several creek crossings they had, and you've never been there before, you're a little leery at first, but they're all rocky bottom, at least the ones I went on, so you don't sink, and it wasn't bad at all. And that's if it had rained all the day before and it cleared up into that morning. And you can see this is still the trail that you would have been riding to get to the Indian shelter. You could have came in from this way. So you can see it wasn't nothing too terrible bad. Here's one of the first waterfalls I came to. It's called the Panther Pool Falls. So I pull up here and get out and take some pictures of it. They do have several waterfalls out here, but they do say that in the summertime, during dry conditions, they may or may not be flowing water, so just keep that in mind. If you're going there just to see the waterfalls, you probably need to go in the spring, or middle of summer might not be the best time to go. And then not too far from there is another waterfalls. It's called the Johnny B. Good Falls. And you can walk a little path around here like I did to here to get a view of it. I believe you can get all down to the bottom. I did not do that though. This is leaving the Johnny B. Good Falls. And for as much rain and everything that they had down there, mud was not a problem for me. I mean, this was one of the cleanest I've been at when I've left a place. I guess there was enough water to keep the stuff washed off. But like these spots here were not mud. Now there are a couple of spots I came to that are mud, but the majority of it is mud is not a problem. Now this is Four Hollows group camp area. Now that was a muddy area, and then there's a lookout point on out there, but I didn't go out there on it. Now this is the Cliffhanger Trail, and it's a double black diamond, so you know this is the roughest part of it from this direction is going down this hill, and I don't know if I would consider it a double black diamond, but I think they're just marking the stuff that the harder trails with double black diamond. And like I said, I was the only one out here in the park, so I came up to this gorgeous rock overlook right here, and I just stayed parked right in the middle of the trail. Now I could see where if you had somebody coming from the other direction, some of the places it would be hard to pass each other. But this is the gorgeous rock overlook, and it's you can see, look how clean that is. That's the second day of riding out here. But this overlook rock here, pretty good view. And if you was out here in the fall at the right time when the leaves are all changing on the trees, I'd really be nice. But when I was out here on this rock, I could hear water flowing down below. So there's either a big stream or waterfalls or something down below, but I couldn't see it through the trees. But you can see a long ways off of this rock here. And it's a pretty good drop off the edge of that rock too. And this is continuing out on the Cliffhanger Trail, so you can see that for the most part, not too bad. did come down. When I got off that, I got on the Beach Creek Loop, which is double black diamond rated also. And unless I just missed something, it wasn't too bad. But there's possibility maybe I missed part of the trail, but I don't think so. But it goes down and goes along the creek for a ways. This was a camping area they had out here in the middle of nowhere. But I'm assuming this is the Beach Creek down there. You drive alongside it for a while. And it really was flowing hard. I mean, it was practically white everywhere. And I stopped up. Here's a little feeder stream coming down into it. The water's really moving down there in that creek. So I went on down a little farther from there, and
well, I don't see that this is a trail.
I came down this. That's Blue Lagoon, and I wasn't sure if you're supposed to cross that or not. It looked like a bunch of rocks piled across the other side, so I did not do it. And then this is the swimming hole rock this way, and I'm pretty sure that it is a dead end on it. And I went down to the end of it, and I didn't get out and walk over to the stream's right straight ahead. And I guess there's a good swimming area there, but it wasn't the time of the year to go swimming when I was there. So I'm pretty sure that was a dead end, and you gotta circle back and go back. Then I did come up to a tree here that was across the trail, so I don't know where this trail would have went on to. There wasn't a good way around the tree, so I just turned around there. Now I'm back out on the county road. I came out the auxiliary entrance number 3, and I'm headed. It's south of the main entrance, and I'm headed up to the main entrance, which is right up here. If I would have continued on this county road, it would take me down to the cabins I was staying. You're allowed to ride on it. And then here's the 5 buffalo that didn't get out. The 17 in the main herd got out when a tree fell across the fence, and they were still out. They were having a hard time getting them back, and they were having calves on. They've had 2 calves since they've been out, so they were still working on getting them back. And I was gonna call it a day, but I didn't want to ride the road back. I wanted to take trails back, so that's why I headed back in here. And this is right here on the right is where the hole in the rock waterfalls is, and I have it on my day 1 video, so I didn't put it on here. I'll tell you what, I got this glass windshield and I got the wiper for it. Man, I love that wiper. Before you try not to splash too much up on the windshield and stuff. But I got my GoPro camera stuck to the windshield with a vacuum cup thing, and It really makes it nice. Now this is coming back to where the cabins I was staying at, the Heaven's Doors cabins. That little cabin there is where I was staying. They're little cabins, but they're really nice. They're fairly new, and you got Wi-Fi. It's a nice little setup for just a couple. Maybe a couple and one kid would be it. But I had a really good time down here at it. There's some pictures of the buffalo. I consider this park, this is an ideal park for a family to go to, and nothing super hard on it. But if you're wanting extreme stuff, this would not be the place for you to go. But for a family and good riding, good place.